Monsanto raises their prices by as much as 42% yearly. Now that looks an awful lot like a stock chart, yet it's the price of seeds since the 90s. So no wonder the small local farmers are getting wrecked when they get strong-armed into contracts by billion-dollar companies who have patented seeds. Now, here's where things get really evil. You see, if a farmer is caught using last year's seeds, which they would know because they genetically engineer them to be able to tell, well then Monsanto comes after them with full force. Divide and conquer, the old adage goes, and that's exactly what Monsanto is doing. They're turning farmers onto each other by running a hotline that encourages farmers to snitch on one another, and they even hire retired farmers to try to convince and lure farmers into buying old seeds so that they can be caught and litigated. I mean, it sounds like quite the undercover operation, doesn't it? But that's the length that these immoral companies will go to in order to gain control. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what it always boils down to. Controlling the food to control the people. Control, control, control. And one judge even called these policies Monsanto's scorched earth policies, referencing to the military strategy of total destruction of enemy resources. Now, here's where it gets even uglier. Monsanto will go to the ends of earth to litigate against these local farmers in order to maximize their profits. You see, every single year, Monsanto devotes $10 million of its budget to simply investigate farmers who they suspect are infringing on their contracts, and this practice makes them millions of dollars. I mean, Monsanto takes action against thousands of farmers, settling most out of court. Some would say legal extortion. And from the few that have ended up in court, farmers have had to pay an estimated $100 to $160 million. But ladies and gentlemen, that was really just the tip of the iceberg. The more I looked into Monsanto, the more lawsuits that kept coming up. And they were all tied to their flagship product, a weed killer called Roundup.